Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Rabbi.
Freilich and Shushan Purim. We are learning Mishna Yevamos, Perek Yud Aleph, chapter 11, Mishna Vav, Mishna 6. Okay, here we go. Mi sheloi shoasa achar baila shloisha chadashim v'niseis. A woman who did not wait 3 months after not being with her husband, after not being married to her husband. Somebody should not wait 3 months if she got married. So a woman who gets divorced or is widowed is supposed to wait 3 months before she remarries, because in case she's pregnant from the first husband, after 3 months we'll be able to see that. And if she's not pregnant, then that means that she can marry her second husband, and there'll be no question as to whose child it is. If she waits before 3 months before she remarries, it's possible that she'll become it's possible that she was either pregnant or became pregnant, and we're not sure, because of the fact that even if she gives birth 9 months later, it is possible that she's actually the child of the second husband, and the child has been born in 7 months. It's a question. Really depends on when they get, at what point they would get remarried, seemingly. But at the end of the day, if she gets married before 3 months, it's possible that the child is a child from the second husband, and she's just not going full term. She's not going a full 9 months with the child. And therefore, the Mishna says, so that's why she's supposed to wait 3 months before she remarries. But in our case, she didn't do that. She did not wait after being divorced away from her husband for 3 months, and she got married anyway. V'yalda, and she gave birth. And when she gave birth at the end of 9 months. But we don't know. Is this a child, ben tisha, mean it's a 9-month child, and therefore the child of the first husband? Or if it's a child of the second husband, and it's actually called the ben shiva, it's a 7-month child. It's a child that's not being carried full term, and it could have been the second husband's child. All right, so we got a problem now, right? We have another situation of a child. We don't know. Who's the father? Is it the first husband or the second husband? Okay, and now we're going to deal with deal with the ramifications of Yibum that can come from that. Hayula banim and harishin abanim and hasheni. Now this woman, besides for this child that we don't know who is his father, she had children min harishin. She had previous children from the previous husband, ubanim and hasheni, and she also has children from the second. Meaning she has this questionable child, but she has other children that we know are either for sure from her first husband or from her second husband. All right. So what happens now? So now the question is like this. This Suffolk child, he died. He got married, and he died without children. Right? So now the question is, who are his brothers? Who are his brothers regarding them about who's going to do Yibum? So the Mishnah says, Cholzin v'loi miyabin. The sons of each husband should perform chalitza with his wife, but they cannot take her in Yibum. Now here the issue is like this. Okay, let's try to figure this out. We're dealing here with the same mother, right? Everybody's got the same mother. Right? Everybody here's got the same mother, because all the children here were born from this woman, either from her first husband or her second husband, or then there's the kid that we don't know which husband she was born from. Okay, but everybody, they're all brothers. There's no question. They're all brothers, at least from the same mother. The question is, are they brothers from the same father? Now, each set of children, there is a subject, there's a doubt, there's a question. Is he our brother or is he their brother? Meaning, if he was born from the first husband, then he is the brother of the first husband, from the children of the first husband. And they would be doing Yibum, because Yibum is a mitzvah to do on your brother from your father. Now, if he is, once we look at him as the son of one of the husbands, right, then that means now the other sons, which are his brothers from his mother, regarding that, she's an erva. Your brothers, if you have a brother, a half brother from your mother, right? His wife is forbidden to you as an erva. Even if he dies without children, there's no mitzvah of yibum. So she's an erva. So in our doubt as to who the father of his child is, once he's the child of one, the children born from the other husband, they're only his brothers from the same mother. So now we have a question. This doubtful child, he died without children. Whichever one, if he was the son of the first husband, then his brothers from the same father and mother have a mitzvah of yibum on him. But the other brothers, or only his brothers from his mother, they don't have a mitzvah of yibum. They're an erva. So when we're dealing here with the doubtful child died without children, none of the brothers can go and do yibum on her. Because it could be possible that they have a mitzvah of yibum on her, but it's possible that they don't. And if they don't, she's the wife of the brother from the same mother who's an erva. So yibum you can't do, because each time each one has his doubt, each one has a question: is he the brother from my father, or my brother, or just a brother from my mother? And if he is the brother from my mother, his wife is forbidden. So yibum you can't do. But at the end of the day, they do chalitza. Because each one there's a doubt. Is he my brother from my father or not? And therefore, in order to allow her to be free to marry someone, they go in and do a chalitza on her. They do a chalitza, whichever one she was connected to Yibam to, they did chalitza on her, because both sets of brothers do, both a brother from both husbands are going to do chalitza on him, on her, so that now she can go free. So that's what it means. You do a chalitza no yibam. Chalitza they got to do. She has a connection of yibam to one of them. We just don't know which one it is. And therefore, they both have to do a chalitza. But they can't do yibam because in case it's not their brother from their father, she's an erva. V'chein hu lahem. The same thing, he to them. Meaning, let's say the other way around. The doubtful son is not the one that died. It's, let's say, the brothers from the brother. It's the brothers. It's the brothers. It's the other children that we know for sure who their fathers were. The sons of the first husband, the sons of the second husband. We know exactly who their father is, and they die without children. So now you're left with this Suffolk child. This Suffolk, who is he supposed to be? Can he do yibam? Because he doesn't know which one is his father. Without knowing which one is his father, so he doesn't know. Can I do yibam on what's my situation of yibam when it comes to the wives of these brothers? So the Mishnah says, the same thing he to them. He'll do chalitza to them, and he won't do yibam. So again, looking at the case where you have that you've got the son who is the doubt. It's a question about what his status is. Now, so regarding each one of the brothers who there's no doubt about, again, he doesn't know, is he their brother or not? So now when they die without children, the question is this the wife of my brother from my father, or is this the wife of my brother only from my mother? If it's only from the mother, there's no yibam, she's an erva. But it's from my brother, I have a mitzvah of yibam. So at the end of the day, we say, as it says in the Mishnah, you do a chalitza, but you don't do yibam. Chalitza you do because, again, she's connected. This woman is connected to you. There's no question at some point, in some way, she's connected to you for yibam, because you're for sure the brother. You're for sure a brother of one of the ones you're for sure a brother of one of these sets of brothers, and therefore there's a connection of yibam from her to you in some manner. The question, or at least there's a question about her connection to you in some manner, and therefore you got to do a chalitza to free her up. But you can't do yibam because whichever one you're going to be trying to do yibam to, it's a question that maybe it's not the wife of your brother from your father; it was only from your mother. So you can't go in and do yibam. But the chalitza you're going to do because of the fact that there is a question that maybe she is connected to you for Yibum. So once you'll do Chalitza, so if there's any question of connection of Yibum to you, that connection will be taken off, and she can go and free to marry. So she's got to do it to either side, either wives of either of these brothers. He has to do Chalitza to free them up, but he can't do Yibum because of that question. We will continue tomorrow. Mitzvah Shem.
Thank you, Rabbi.
All right. Let's see. Where are we here? Right. Okay. Just 1 second. All right. You saw someone speak Lashon Hara about his friend. Meaning until now we're talking about where you saw this person, you saw this person stole from someone, embarrassed someone, cheated someone, and the whole discussion of the Chofetz Chaim was, are you allowed to go tell other people about it? Now, let's say the case is that the wrongdoing that you saw someone do to somebody else was that he spoke Lashon Hara on him. This also falls under the category of sins between man and his friend. And therefore now, with all the conditions we've mentioned before, such as for constructive purpose, you saw it yourself, you have no other way of taking care of it, if all the conditions are taken care of, as mentioned before, you can now go ahead and tell other people about the wrong thing this person did, either because you can rectify it in some way, or people will learn to stay away from speaking a Lashon Hara when they see people speak badly about others who do so. This is only going to help if, otherwise, it has already been niskala hadavar lo isha sipur alav. It's already become revealed to the person that he spoke about. But if it didn't get out yet, you're not allowed to tell other people. The chavra islay. One friend has another friend. Things get around. And through that, it's going to become revealed to the person who was spoken about. And therefore falls under the category of rechilas. Meaning like this. Let me try to explain. Rechilas is where you tell someone what someone did to you. Rechilas would be if I would tell Richie, Barry did this to you. That's rechilas. He did this wrong thing to you. That's rechilas. So in this case, what's happening? In this case, what's happening is, in all the cases until now, where let's say you saw a person steal from a person. Okay, the person got stolen from. He knows, he knows that someone robbed him. He knows who robbed him. He knows who cheated him. And now the question is, okay, what can you go tell other people about it? But here we're talking about where I am going to be telling Richie that Barry spoke Lashon Hara. What could come out is like this. Barry spoke Lashon Hara. We never do such a thing, but let's say he did, right? He spoke Lashon Hara about Richie. And I want to tell other people about it. Well, the question is like this. If Richie knows about it already, then when I'm telling other people about it, Richie knows. But if Richie doesn't know yet, he doesn't know that Barry spoke Lashon Hara about him. If I tell other people that he did that, if I tell other people that Barry spoke Lashon Hara about Richie, it gets around. People don't stay quiet with these things. And it passes on from one person to another person, another person. It's going to get back to Richie that Barry spoke Lashon Hara about him. That means that I, the one who revealed to other people that Barry spoke Lashon Hara about Richie, I just committed rechilas. Because through what I now told other people, it got back to Richie that Barry spoke Lashon Hara about him, which he didn't know before. So what's going to happen now is that somewhere down the line, there's going to be somebody speaking rechilas. And therefore, we say that if that's a situation that the other person doesn't know yet Lashon Hara spoken about him, they'll go tell it to other people. Because by doing so, it's going to get spread to him, and then Richie's going to find out that Barry spoke Lashon Hara about him, and whoever lets him know that is transgressing rechilas. So therefore, in that case, you don't go telling other people about it, even if all the conditions have been met. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Rabbi.